So, Donald Trump won the presidency. I'm not here today to discuss everything that entails. I'm here to discuss exactly one thing, which is a sentiment I've seen floating around online recently. Maybe you've seen it too if you've been to Reddit or Twitter or wherever. It goes something like this. My boss, my sister, my coworker, my whoever voted for Trump, and I know that they have undocumented family or employees or whatever, and the only way that these people are going to learn a lesson is if I turn them in, so that's what I'm going to do. Well, if you just threw up in your mouth a little bit, or that aneurysm just exploded, then you have your senses about you, and this discussion wasn't really created with you in mind. However, maybe you'll still find it useful for talking to other people about this theme. However, if you have found yourself having the same thought or saying the same thing that we just talked about, let's talk through it just a little bit. And I want to start by saying, look, I get it. I really do. It's fucking immensely frustrating when somebody that you care about or somebody that you generally respect has such a gigantic cognitive bias, an irreconcilable cognitive bias. But what I need you to understand right now is this. Trump's deportation plan is going to start. And in case you thought this was just for the illegals, which is still gross, but in case. His denaturalization to deportation program is also going to start. Stephen Miller's talked about this. Go look it up. My point is, these people have fucked up. These people that voted for Trump, who have these undocumented people in their lives, they have fucked up. They're going to enter the finding out stage without you being the one to throw them in the wood chipper. Guaranteed. So I'm here to remind you that active participation in a fascist program is just being a fascist. Okay? Giving up these human beings in your life to the machine of state violence never teaches the lesson you think it will. And when we talk about teaching a lesson, at least in English, that means one thing. It means punishment. And I understand the desire to make people see by any means necessary. This isn't the way. I am on my knees fucking begging you not to lose your soul, okay? Do not hand human beings over to the fascist machine of state violence, no matter what. So you might be asking yourself, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do then? This seems like the only way that I can make a change. It's not. Again, these people are going to enter the finding out stage. So what you need to do is find every last single ounce of strength within you to show the fuck up for these people. Whatever that looks like. These people are vulnerable. Okay? And even if your boss, your priest, your whoever is a fucking idiot, I need you to understand that even the incomprehensibly stupid deserve to live in the world that we can build together. Okay? That must be a basic tenet of the future we create. You need to show up for these people. If that looks like attending protests, if that looks like literally hiding people, you need to show up because that is what is correct and just to do. Do not, again, do not lose your soul to the fascist machine. Now, I do Because look, here's the thing. The only thing you'll gain from doing that, the only thing in the end you'll gain is a deep, deep, deep self-hatred that you can chew on when it's your turn up against the wall, which is where the Nazis will put you, because that is what Nazis do when they're done with you. So, one last thing I do want to acknowledge is that a percentage, perhaps even a majority, of these posts that I've seen could have been created by bad actors who are posing as mild-mannered Democrats who have just had the last straw and, this is the only way they can teach a lesson. And they're just trying to plant in you the idea that it's okay to think like this, that it is okay to give in to despair and feel like this is your only last-ditch hope. It's not. So, please join me. If you see these kind of posts online, get in there. Put your own voice in there and remind people that willful and active participation in the fascist program is just doing fascism. You're just becoming, or you're being, a fascist. That's all. Use your voice.